welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Jamie and I post motherhood and lifestyle videos. So I recently posted my teen mom story on my channel and I asked you guys if you were interested in seeing a part 2, and so many of you guys said yes, so I'm going to be filming that today. So if you haven't seen part 1, I will have it linked in the iCard. I recommend that you stop watching this video and go watch that so that this video will make sense. So where I left off in that video was where I just moved back home from our apartment that we had together, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to be staying at home with my mom and dad because I really wanted to have a place of my own for Zach and me and Bentley. And so I was like very determined that that was going to happen, and I was like looking for places and I was like setting up all these appointments to go look at all these places, and Zach would come up with all of these excuses as to why we couldn't go or like why we couldn't get that place. And so I kind of gave up on looking for a place, and I decided one day that I was done with Zach and I was going to the courthouse and I was going to fight for custody of Bentley. That lasted maybe 3 weeks and I realized that that life wasn't for me. I didn't want to go to court. I didn't want someone telling me when we could see Bentley. So I tried my best to co-parent with him, and it wasn't easy at all. Actually, it was far from easy. Bentley was only 6 weeks at the time, so I'm trying to remember back because that was like 5 years ago what the agreement was. I know it wasn't right away where we did like the every other weekend thing. I want to say that didn't start until maybe Bentley was like 3 or 4 months old. He would get him every Thursday evening until Saturday, and I would go pick him up. During this time, like, I wanted nothing more than me and Zach to be a family and to work out. I would drive 45 minutes away, take Bentley down there so everyone could see him. If you were to ask Zach, he would tell you. If it wasn't for me, him and Bentley would not have a really good relationship because I was the one who was like making it happen when Bentley was little. When Bentley was little, his dad really didn't want anything to do with him, and I really think it was just because he never knew what was wrong with him. Like, he was very colicky, he cried a lot. I really think it was hard for him to take care of him, and he didn't want to do it. So usually like his mom or his aunt would take care of Bentley and he would be avoiding him. In the summer of 2015 is when Zach turned 21, and that's really when things got extremely rocky. He would be at the bar a lot, and he would lie to me about being at the bar, and I'm like, dude, I have you on Snapchat. Like, I can see your location. I seen Snapchats of you at the bar. Like, don't lie to me. And get really mean and yell at me and hang up on me. And that was like a rough time for me because it was like, okay, Zach is going out to the bar, having like this luxury life, and here I am taking care of our child. Like, this is not the life that I signed up for. I struggled with this for about close to enough until like 2016, like this went on. So like 6 months. Like, he wasn't working, so like his cousins or their friends were like paying for his drinks and paying for basically everything for Bentley when they would go there. They were the ones that were buying Bentley clothes, diapers, formula, all that stuff so that they could see Bentley. And you know, I was working a lot of hours. I really didn't have anyone to watch Bentley during the week, so on the weekends I would work 3 to 11 on Saturday and 1 to 11 on Sunday so that I could have money to put gas in my car to take Bentley 45 minutes away to see his dad, for diapers, for formula, for wipes, anything that he needed. Like, I was his sole provider. That was my life for like a good 5 or 6 months. Like, you know, I was working those shifts. I was providing for Bentley. Zach wasn't working. Zach was out partying. Zach was at the bar. Zach was going fishing. Zach was doing this. Zach was doing that. And I was at home taking care of Bentley 24/7 from morning till night. Wake up, do it all over. And it got like really tiring after a while, and it really started to affect my mental health and like me functioning, like just going through the motions of being a mom, like making a bottle, feeding my baby, changing his diaper, getting him up, taking him for a nap, over and over. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I got to the point in my life where I was like, something needs to change, and it needs to change now. And so I remember going to my community college, because you had to go to the college to sign up for your classes for the next semester. I remember just signing up for my fall classes, and everything was online. I want to say I was taking 16 credits that fall semester because I was trying to get done early. And so me and my advisor were there. I was probably there for like a good hour, just trying to make sure that all my classes were online and everything was good. And I remember the following day, I woke up, I called my advisor, and I asked her if I could make an appointment to reschedule all my classes, and she was really confused. I told her, I said, listen, I need to come to school, like, I need to be there, like, I want to come, I want to reschedule my classes so that every single one of my classes is in person. She knew a lot about my life and what I was going through, and she was like really confused, like she didn't say anything, and she was like, well, how are you going to do that? Because she knew I didn't have any support at all. And I was like, I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And so I went there, scheduled all my classes, had no plan for Bentley at all. And then I just really went and I started looking at schools, and I looked at 2 different schools, and I found one that I really liked, and there was a wait list, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to apply for it now. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm going to look for other ones. And school started in August, and I'm pretty sure I got approved in like June. So he started there in June, and I was able to work more during the week. I know a lot of people don't agree with like sending their kids to daycare or like all-day preschool, but for me in my situation, that was the best thing that I ever did for Bentley or myself. When I put him in there and I was able to go to school, I was able to do things for myself. I was able to work more. Not only did I become a happier person, but I also became a better mom, and it changed me for the better. I honestly believe that if I wouldn't have put him in that school when I did, that I wouldn't be the person that I am today. My mental health improved, my overall happiness improved, and I learned a lot about myself and who I was as a person and what I really wanted in life. Looking back, there were so many red flags that I should have been like, I need out of this situation. I need out. I need to figure out something else for my life. But up until that point, like, I kind of let Zach walk all over me. I basically gave him an ultimatum. I said, these are the things that I need you to do. If you don't do them, then I'm done trying. I don't want to be a part of your life. I want you to leave me alone. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you anything unless it has to do with Bentley. Bentley's dad did end up getting a job, I want to say in 2017, and he has worked there ever since, and he has really changed his life around. He makes decent money. He has a car. He pays his own bills now. He isn't late on his bills. He did a lot to turn his life around for the situation that we were in, and I am thankful for that, because now that he does work and pays his own bills and is better with money, he's still not fabulous, but he's better. He does help me out with Bentley a little bit here and there, especially during COVID when I wasn't working. He was definitely helping, so it has been nice that he has turned his life around and has been being a better person for Bentley and myself. Bentley and Zach have a good relationship. Me and Zach have a good relationship. Bentley loves going to his dad's house and spending time with his aunt and uncle. My mom and dad love having Bentley here and getting to spend time with him. Like, obviously, like, you want things to work out. You want to have a family. Like, I'm happy that things ended the way that they did. Because, to be completely honest and transparent, like, I really don't think I would be the person that I am today or have the things that I have today if it wasn't for the things that happened. Like, I don't know if I would have been financially able to go to school and get my bachelor's degree and then start my master's degree, or if I would have been able to get my new car, or if I would have even finished school. Like, those are all things that I just don't know if would have happened if I would have been with Zach, because like I said, Zach has some growing up to do, and I feel like if we would have been together, like, I would have had to stop everything for me and take care of everyone. And I beat all the odds that were against me, and I think Bentley will be proud of me one day, and that is something that I look forward to. But yeah, that was the story. I did post on my Instagram a little Q&A box for you guys to ask some questions. If there was something that I left out or that you guys wanted to know, I told you guys I would post it in this video. Posted that on there. Sometimes I get like, you know, anywhere from 10 to 15 questions, but I got the most questions I've ever gotten on my Instagram, so thank you guys for asking me a lot of good questions. I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can. Like I said, I did get quite a few and this video is already pretty long, so I'm gonna try to keep it as short as I possibly can. Someone asked if I had a baby shower. So I did have a baby shower. However, Zach's mom was the one that threw me the baby shower. I had no say in it. She invited like a lot of her family and a lot of people I didn't know, and the only person from my family that was there was my mom, because none of my other family was invited, and it was very awkward because they were like, well, why didn't you invite us? And I'm like, I don't know. That was kind of weird that she didn't invite any of my family. I mean, hello. But yeah, that was really weird. It was very awkward because I didn't know half the people there. I only knew my mom, so I really only talked to her. Here's a really good question, and a question I got asked quite a few times. After everything I experienced, do I plan on having more kids in the future, or did this affect my reasoning on not having any more kids? Yes, 100% it did affect it, and it is the reason that I don't want any more kids, because, you know, once you go through something, it's like, you know, you never want to relive that again, and that's how I feel. Another really good question, and a question that I got asked a few times, is about, were my parents upset that I moved back in? So they weren't necessarily like upset with me. They were more upset with Zach that I wasn't able to work and he quit his job and he wasn't taking care of the baby, or really me either. And he kind of just left me and Bentley like hung to dry and not really there for us. My parents told me multiple times, because there were multiple issues, that I was always welcome here. So no, they weren't mad at me. To be honest, I think they were happy that I was here, because like I said, I don't think I would have done half the things that I would have if I would have stayed there. What were some of the things that you left out? Dying for the juice. So the only like really big thing I left out kind of involved someone else. And I really don't think that this person watches my videos, but if they do, they feed off of my negative energy, and to be completely honest, I don't have time for that. So there were some other people involved in Zach's and I relationship on his end, and yeah, I don't think he ever cheated on me. He tells me he didn't. That's just one thing I will never know. How did you overcome your resentment towards your baby dad after he didn't help during the newborn stage? Honestly, I really want to say I didn't. I am one of those people who hold grudges. And like to this day, like it still really bothers me that like Bentley's first 2.5 years of life, like he really wasn't there. How do you guys handle co-parenting? So co-parenting at first was really rough. Like every time Bentley would leave, I would cry, because like I said multiple times, like I always wanted a family. Like I never wanted to be in a household or have Bentley grow up in a household where he went back and forth. My whole life growing up, I lived at home with my parents and they were together, and I'm extremely thankful for that, because I know that it's rough on Bentley and I can see that, and I hate it. Since Zach and I have gotten better at our communication, our co-parenting has gotten a lot better between us. But if Zach's family doesn't agree with something, it's like the end of the world, and they're very rude about it, and they don't really understand that it's not, you know, up to them what Zach and I do as far as Bentley. Like it's me and Zach's decision when it comes to Bentley. That part of it really has affected Zach and I co-parenting, because other people try to put their 2 cents in, and I hate that. My parents are really good about it. They know that whatever I decide, I know is best for Bentley, and they're okay with it. But his side of the family always complains that they don't see him enough, but never make an effort. You know, it's just one of those things. So I don't know if it's like a guilt thing or what, but I can't speak for them. What is one thing you wish would have been different? Obviously a lot of things. Like I'd wish that Bentley didn't have to go back and forth. I wish Zach wouldn't have lost his job. I wish that he would have been the person I needed him to be years ago. I wish his family didn't hate me. Like, there's just a lot of things that I wish were different, but obviously I can't change them, and it is what it is. In your videos, I see a lot of your parents. Does Zach's parents ever see Bentley? Okay, so this is a really good question. Kind of hard to explain. So Zach lives with his aunt and uncle, and his aunt and uncle are not, obviously not his parents. Bentley's grandparents, Zach's parents, really are not good people. So Zach really doesn't have any interest in seeing his parents or spending time with them, and he really doesn't want Bentley to be around them. It's like one of those things where I tried to have them have a relationship. I had to work, and I think like Bentley's school was closed and Zach was watching Bentley at his work, and we allowed his mom to pick up Bentley, and she told Bentley like a couple days ago that they were going to go to Chuck E. Cheese and they were going to have a fun day, and they were going to go to McDonald's, and they were going to do all this fun stuff. And Zach, you know, and I were like really back and forth on letting him go because we know the kind of people that they are. And I said, you know what, let's just give her a chance, you know, see how it goes. If it goes great, then, you know, maybe we can continue it. And if it doesn't, then this is the final straw. Because like I said, there were things that happened in the past that I was just like, no, I don't want him being around them. It's like, you know, let's give her a second chance. So she picks Bentley up from Zach's work and is like, you know, we're going to go to Chuck E. Cheese and we're going to go to McDonald's and we're going to have a great day, Bentley. Like, I'm so excited. Probably around noon. And they dropped Bentley off at my work, I want to say probably around 5. And I was done with work, and so they brought him into my work and they left right away, and I didn't really think much of it because she said that they had to go meet their grandma for dinner. So, which I knew was happening, so I didn't really question it. So I clock out of work, I take Bentley to the car, I'm asking him how his day was. Did he have fun at McDonald's? Did he go to Chuck E. Cheese? Turns out they didn't do any of that. She lied to my son. I was livid. And after that, she really hasn't seen him. And that was probably, wow, 2 years ago? A year and a half ago? So Bentley refers to his grandparents by their first name, and it is what it is. That wasn't anything that I did. It wasn't anything that Zach did. It was just his own doing. But I'm actually going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you guys some clarity. And if you guys are going through something similar, just know that you're not alone, and you guys can always message me over on Instagram. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel to see more motherhood and lifestyle content. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.